Hey guys, Roger Burnley, vocal coach here. So in this video, I am going to give you some really great ideas about how to become the artist you always were meant to be. Now, I'm saying some really specific words here, the artist you were meant to be. I'm saying that because there's a part of you that feels there's something in you that you know you wanted to do, but you haven't gotten there yet. All right, so something has been stuck. You don't know what that is and you haven't figured it out. So I'm going to give you some things that are going to help you to figure that out. All right. And I love it when I ask questions. And a lot of times with my clients, this is the thing that I will go through, asking very specific questions, because you do know the answers when you take the time to think about these and start to answer them honestly. Okay, so I'm going to give you a few of them. And I've used these all the time. Number one, why do you want to be an artist or a performer or a singer? Why do you want to do it? Now, you may come up with a lot of different reasons why you want to do it. Doesn't matter. None of them are right or wrong. They're just your reasons. But you need to know why they're there, or that you need to know what they are. This is really important. There's no reason for you to keep doing anything in your life if you don't have a purpose in doing it, if you don't know why you're doing it. What would it be? And it doesn't have to be anything big. You know, I have many people who come to me who want to work on their voice and sing just because they're really shy and they're not able to talk to people, and they figured if they got in control of their voice, that would come about. Maybe that is a reason that you started wanting to sing. I had many people who do that as well. I had one person who came to me many years ago when I started to really figure this out, and she was referred to me by her therapist because the therapist felt like you can't really speak to people because you have some sort of trauma going on where you're not allowed to really utilize your voice. So maybe voice lessons would be a great thing. And it was. It was really therapeutic. Didn't mean that she was going to go out and jump on a stage and perform all the time, but she was able to move out of that restriction that she had placed on herself for so long. So that's the first thing. Figure out why you're doing that. And again, write all this down. This is really important. Write all the answers that you come up with. There may be things that seem really ridiculous or silly to you, but they are important to you. You have to start to honor who you are and own all of that. And you'll see this will make sense as we kind of go through this. Now, so that's the first thing. Then number two, what do you want to do? What kind of music do you want to do? Where do you want to do it? Who do you want to do it for? Just write it all out, whatever comes up for you. And I'm saying this because you have to break out of your limitation. You cannot imagine, for instance, even being in a theater up on stage performing. If you haven't done it before, it's really difficult to get a feeling or emotion or imagine that occurring. But start doing it. If you start thinking about what would make me feel really great, what would be the right venue for me to perform in? Maybe it's just the club down the street that you want to feel confident enough to go in and perform, and that's where you get your start. All of this is about building up to you becoming the artist you were meant to be. And again, I keep saying meant to be because you haven't done it yet, but you do know that it's there. And I keep bringing that up because that's not going to leave you unless you do something about it. You have to really act on that. That feeling that you have is definitely there. Then the next thing you're going to do, use this as an exercise too, or question. Number three, what's in your way? When you start to figure out the things that are stopping you, maybe you think that your voice isn't quite good enough yet. Maybe you think that you're tone deaf. Maybe you think that you're really too shy to perform. I don't care what it is. Whatever reason or excuse you come up with, there is a way for you to work around it, over it, or get through it. You just haven't done it yet. But it is there. It exists. And so you have to become willing to look at the blockages, as I call them, that are there, the challenges, the difficulties, and you know what they are if you're willing to ask the question. And I'm telling you to write all this stuff down because a wonderful thing happens. When you're just sitting there thinking about this, you can just forget it all. You won't do anything. But if I tell you to go and sit and take some time and actually write this stuff down, you will be amazed at what starts to come to you. You will be amazed at what you start to write out. And you will also be amazed at doing that process, how it starts to free you up, how you start to gain clarity about who you are. And I'm saying all of this because the point of all of this, all the questions or the essays or the things that I've just given you, is just for you to start to see who you want to be as an artist. Now, the next part of that is going to be you starting to believe that you can really do that. And the way that you're going to believe that you can do it is by actually going out and starting to do it. But anyway, first of all, start to figure out that ideal person that you want to be, that artist that you envision yourself becoming. It is possible. I don't care what it is. I don't care how big you think it is, that it's too ridiculous for you to get to, but think that way. Just try to find that first, because in that instance, when you start to realize or recognize or visualize that person that you want to be, you will find where you are now, and now you know the next step that you need to take to get there. That's really all it is. And if you do these things and own who you are, that's what I'm getting back to. You're doing this exercise, you're doing this processes, you're doing all of this just to come to knowing who you are and deciding to own that and give it to the world. That was really important what I just said. You're giving it to the world, because unless you start recognizing and accepting that you have a gift to offer people, you're not going to go and try to discover it and give it to them. All right. I know you got some great stuff out of this video, and I'm just hoping you decide to utilize it and really turn your life and your musical career around. All right. See you guys soon, and be sure to look out for more videos. Have a really great day.